Hi everyone, I'm taking my first trip of the new year, and for this one I'm sailing with Sea Cloud on the clipper ship Sea Cloud Spirit. It's great to be getting on board this ship in sunny San Juan, Puerto Rico. Cold winter temps stretch across most of the mainland US, so this Caribbean cruise is just what I need. Thanks for joining me as I show you just how much fun a voyage with Sea Cloud on a traditional sailing ship can be. Now let's go get on board. We embarked Sea Cloud Spirit in San Juan, Puerto Rico for a week-long round-trip Caribbean voyage. This is a beautiful sailing ship that carries up to 136 passengers. We had a late afternoon check-in, then a safety briefing, and time to look around the ship before enjoying dinner and the sail away from port under the beautiful moonlight. Hi, I'm up at sunrise here on Sea Cloud Spirit and we are sailing towards Virgin Gorda. A little bit of a rough night. The seas are making some waves for us here. It's hard to sleep, but it's really exciting to be sailing. We expect to get the sails up later this morning, so let's get our day started. We spent all morning on board sailing to Virgin Gorda, and everyone came out to enjoy the sunshine and watch the sailors set the sails for the very first time during our journey. We had favorable conditions most days during the week, so the sailors would set these sheets almost every morning so that we could catch the winds, providing a thrilling sailing experience. During this first time setting the sails, cruisers took plenty of photos and videos, and an officer was on hand to narrate the process and give us all the information about how the process works. Sea Cloud Spirit does look stunning with all 32 sails unfurled. We continued sailing and enjoying the beautiful day outside on the Lido deck, and eventually the islands came into view. Then we were served a delicious barbecue lunch, the first of several meals we were able to have outside, surrounded by the gorgeous scenery. We all went ashore for excursions in the afternoon. It was a great time to visit the baths of Virgin Gorda. The national park features large boulder formations at a beach that you can wander through. It really is a stunning natural wonder, and we were lucky to visit with such a small group and no other cruise ships in port, as it can get really crowded when more tourists are here at the same time. In the evening back on the ship, we had a welcome aboard toast with the captain, and a barbecue dinner on deck. We wake up today at Virgin Gorda in a bay still. They're pulling up anchor right now, and we are about to shove off on our way to Norman Island. It was nice to stay in the bay last night. Give us good restful sleep, nice calm way to enjoy the evening. Quite different from the first night. It was kind of rough sailing. Many people I spoke with on board didn't sleep at all, or not very much at all. So let me take this opportunity on a beautiful morning to show you around the ship. This is Sea Cloud Spirit. Start right out here outside on the Lido deck. This is deck 4. Up there is the sun deck. Deck 5, we'll head up there in a bit. Starting out here because this is where everything happens. This is where people want to be, outside on this sailing ship. The outer decks. Deck 4 here, the Lido deck. And then deck 5, and you see we have 3 masts. There are almost 3 dozen sails on the ship and hundreds of ropes. There's a full crew of sailors on board, and every day around 9 in the morning, weather permitting, they come out and they'll raise and trim all the sails. So it's quite a spectacle. People really enjoy being out here for that. You can see there's just plenty of areas to hang out, lounge chairs on this traditional clipper ship. This is the newest ship in the fleet for Sea Cloud, launched in 2021, one of 3 ships in the fleet. And at the very back of the Lido deck here, you have the Lido restaurant. Yesterday we had a barbecue lunch and then a barbecue dinner here, the captain's welcome dinner and cocktails and everything. So there's good space here for that. I'll show you around, go through here. This is the buffet area set up. So you have your breakfast set up here in the morning, continental breakfast. And then for when they have dinner time, or lunch and dinners, you'll have the salads and soups and ice cream and cheeses and breads, and then some stations for the food will be arranged through here. They might have some tables set up here. You see the bar right here, a nice area. Then there is a DJ station here. So they will have dancing and parties here in the evening. Great space to hang out. Extends all the way to the back. And we are underway. Let's head up to the sun deck. Up here you have the sun deck. Lots of lounge chairs here, good open deck space, and the shaded clamshell loungers. Really nice for napping out here. Very comfy. And then here's where all the sailors come up here and set the sails. We get good views from here. You actually can participate in climbing activities on these 2 masts. So we signed up for that opportunity, and they have good break in the weather or an opportunity in the schedule. They will call all the people to climb. We climbed to this one, not that one. We did have to undergo a fitness test to prove we were at least fit enough to do that, and willing and not afraid of heights and things like that. So hopefully we'll get a chance to do that this week. And here is the gym up here as well. Let's hop inside. My first time setting foot inside the gym since I've been on board, so let's have a look at it here. Nice little space. I understand there's some cardio and some free weights. All right, that is the outer decks. Let me get in my workout and then we'll continue the tour. Forward here on the sun deck, you have the bridge and captain's quarters up here. They do offer open bridge. When possible, you can come in and see the captain, how it operates. They'll have this up when you can't get there. So while we're sailing, it was going to usually be closed up here. They do offer bridge tours and even engine room tours too that you can sign up for. So look for those in your daily program if you're interested in getting a bridge tour or seeing how the engine room works on Sea Cloud Spirit. We'll have a look at the inside area. From the Lido deck, you can access the lounge here. You see this is a nice large indoor space. Lounge. All the seating. And they will have enrichment talks here. We have a couple of guest lecturers on board for our cruise. They'll talk about the history and culture, maybe culinary aspects of the region. Where you're sailing, that would be done in this space. You can also come in here to read, play games. They have a little library of some board games and such. Back in here. And then there's a bar. See a little setup here for some refreshments, cookies, fruits, and drinks always available for you. This is a nice quiet space you can come to get out of the sun if it's a little too hot in the Caribbean or maybe some other weather conditions during your cruise drive you inside. This is the place to be. Here on deck 4 toward the front, past some cabins in this corridor, you'll find a small library. This is a serene space. You find some peace and quiet in here. You can see they got some seating and the bookshelves. Selection of books in here. A little work desk. You had to do some work, set up a computer station there. They have a couple cabinets of books, and then you can also access from the Lido deck right up here at the bow of the ship. We're on deck 3 now, inside. See the staircases inside throughout the ship. And we'll head into the restaurant now. We're having breakfast. On the way you pass a couple public restrooms, and then there is a little gift shop. You have newspapers available here. Jewelry items on sale in this space. And you got some logo wear if you want to bring home a bathrobe or t-shirt or pillow or some other items from your trip. Open seating in the restaurants on board. And they have a nice buffet set up. We'll have dinner, we're scheduled to have dinner in here tonight as well. You can see all the items, and it's all buffet style. Serve yourself and Get some, good morning, get some eggs made to order here, right? Omelets and such. There's some goodies. Look at the space. Right here. That is the main restaurant. Here are the passenger cabins on deck 3. This is the very front of the ship. And this is my stateroom. I'll show you that in a little bit ahead in this vlog, but we'll finish up the ship tour here first. Good morning. Here you have some information. But at the end of the corridor here, programming that you can access about the spa and the daily program and things like that. And that is right next to a little lounge space that is near the guest services desk and the purser's office. Hello, good morning. You see the gangways are set up on each side here. You would get onto and off of your ship from this space. Let's finish up down on deck 2. I'll come down to deck 2 now, and you can see there's passenger cabins down the full main corridor, but at the end you have down here a nice spa and boutique I want to show you. Here you have a little boutique, little shop with a more extensive selection of clothes and souvenirs. It's not open this early in the morning yet, but hop over to the spa, show you they have treatment rooms for massages on board. And then they have sauna and steam room and other treatments available. Little relaxation area here. Really nice space for a ship this size. This is an impressive sauna. You've got some foot baths here, that kind of treatment. Shower experiences here. And then the steam room. Really nice. And up here they have a little bench seating. Some artwork. This is deck 2 down here. I grabbed my breakfast in the main dining room after my morning walk around to show you all the spaces. This was the typical selection available every morning. So that's everything on the ship. Your look around St Spirit. I'm back here in my cabin. I'm going to actually give you a full tour of this space. I'm in a separate video. I will link that in the description box below. But for now, I'm going to get ready to go out and see what we have in store today at Norman Island. We went ashore in Bite Bay at Norman Island, which is part of the British Virgin Islands. This was a special beach and barbecue lunch day set up by Sea Cloud Cruises. All food, activities, and drink was included for the cruisers at this little slice of paradise. We enjoyed the beach, music, bar, and restaurant, as well as activities like stand-up paddleboarding, snorkeling, and swimming. Some of us even went on a hike into the hillside for amazing views over the bay. Not too shabby for a random Sunday in January. After a long, fun day at Norman Island, it was time to go back to the ship. Dinner was in the main dining room, and we were blessed with another beautiful Caribbean sunset as we sailed on. Look at this. We have a full day of sailing here, so we'll be at sea most of the day. We get into St. Barts in late afternoon. So I started this morning with some sunrise yoga with our fitness activities manager, Miriam. That was a great way to start the day. She offers that every day, as well as some other yoga sessions a little later than 6:30, 8 o'clock sessions for people who might want to sleep in a little bit more, but I really enjoy getting up, seeing the sun rise in the Caribbean especially. So on board, we have a full day. While we're sailing here in the lounge, they're going to have some lectures, enrichment talks by our guest speakers, and then a few more exciting activities that are set on the program. I don't want to spoil the fun. Let's see what we get up to today on the ship. Sea Cloud lets cruisers climb the ropes just like its sailors do. It's a fun activity that many of us were looking forward to. About 24 signed up to climb to a platform halfway up the mast. We had to pass a physical test first, being able to hang from a bar for 20 seconds and stand on one leg for 20 seconds. If you can do that, you can climb. I have a real-time full video of my climb linked in the description box below, so you can see exactly what it was like and all the great views you can get on the way up and at the very top. With the full day of sailing, people were able to sleep in and enjoy the morning at leisure. After the rope climb, I dove into the big brunch buffet that the chefs prepared for us. We arrived in early evening at St. Barts, ready for the next day of activities on the island. I woke up pretty early to join fitness manager Miriam and some others for the sunrise salutation yoga ritual. Then, after breakfast, I headed ashore to explore St. Barts. We tendered from the ship to Gustavia, the capital city. I headed to Shell Beach in the morning. This is a wonderfully picturesque and serene beach, just about a 10 to 15 minute walk from the marina. This is a good spot to try if you are looking for a relaxing day that is easily accessible when you come to the island via cruise ship. In the afternoon, I took a shuttle service to the other side of the island to go for a snorkel at Grand Cul-de-Sac Beach. The waters at St. Barts are filled with all kinds of fish, including the largest and most curious barracuda that I've ever seen. Too soon, it was time to head back on board Sea Cloud Spirit and set sail for Antigua. In Antigua, I joined friends for a nice panoramic island tour that took us to see historic churches, parks, and other points of interest throughout the island. It was a fairly quick visit to Antigua, as we had to be back on board by 1 p.m. to set sail for St. John, our final port stop. But during the afternoon on board, there was plenty on the program. I went to the lounge to see a talk on the history of the Lesser Antilles, as well as a delightful piano concert from German concert pianist Jojo Wendt. Then, guest chef Julie Carrion offered a cooking class, showing us how to make the popular Puerto Rico hot sauce called pique. Then the evening entertainment was a round of sea shanties with the crew, always a favorite on a Sea Cloud cruise. We had a morning of sailing again as we made our way to St. John, where we would have the entire afternoon to spend ashore.
When I woke up, I noticed that the ship had attracted dozens of brown boobies that followed us for miles and swooped majestically overhead all morning. After lunch, I headed ashore with plans to take a hike and enjoy a day at the beach. I found the trailhead about a quarter mile from the marina. It's really easy to access the numerous hiking trails around the island, and expect to be welcomed by one of the dozens of feral donkeys on St. John too. Hi there! I was able to hike about a mile and a half on well-marked trails right to the beaches.
We're on St. John, U.S. Virgin Island today with Sea Cloud Spirit. Today I came ashore and I found a hiking trail, pretty good trail called the Canal Path Trail. It leads to the beach here, Honeymoon Beach. And there's all sorts of beaches accessible, all public beaches right along here. So that was a good way to spend my day here. I've had a lot of fun this trip. We've had beautiful weather this whole week in the Caribbean. Had a lot of stops, very interesting places. I really enjoy the small sailing ships like this. There's fewer passengers, good food, make a lot of new friends, had a lot of laughs. Let me know what you think. Do you enjoy these kind of trips? I also sailed on Sea Cloud 2 last year in the Greek islands, so I will link that vlog in the description box below so you can check that out. If you would consider give this a thumbs up to this video and consider subscribing to the channel. That really helps us out. I really appreciate all my viewers and you guys taking the time to watch these videos. That'll be it for now. I will sign off and I will see you in the next adventure.